Hi, Kim. Hi, everybody. I needed a break from the computer. So, I thought I would jump on here real quick. I don't think this is something I can commit to every Friday. But, hello, Mark Shaw. Hello, Grandma Naked. I wanted to give everybody an opportunity. It is a sunny day here in North Georgia. It has been raining all week, so this is nice. Let's take a moment and brag about something. We don't get enough places where we can truly say, you know what, this happened this week, and I'm super proud about it, because we're told not to brag about things. We're told not to get too big for your britches or, things like that. So I thought maybe to start our weekend off, we could just take a second, think about something that's happened this week or the past 2 weeks that we're super proud of. Something you overcame, somebody paid you a compliment, your business is on the increase, and you don't have to feel guilty about it, and you don't have to justify it. You don't have to say, I made $500 this week, but I worked really hard for it. Or I found $100 this week, but I really deserve it because I've earned it. You don't have to earn everything. Sometimes awesome things can come to you just because it's awesome. Just because life has moments of ups and moments of downs, but we tend to focus on the moments of downs more, because that's what we're programmed to do. The other thing I'll talk to you about is, so brag. What awesome thing has happened to you this week? What do you want to tell the world about, but you're a little shy to do it? Or you think someone's going to say, what? Quit bragging on yourself. Brag on yourself right now. While you're thinking of something, I'll talk to you about the gratitude oil from Young Living. It's a good thing. Now, there's a difference between being grateful for something and bragging about something. Bragging's something that you did, that came to you because it just is yours. It's something you can claim. Maybe you did put out some effort and something's coming of it. Or maybe you've just been living right and things are showing up in your environment, shifting with it. It can't be about your kids. It can't be that your kids got an A in the class and you help them do their homework. Parents especially tend to start focusing their brag moments on something that their kids have done. It can't be about your children. There's a difference in gratitude and bragging. Being grateful is appreciating everything around you, which does shift your environment. It does shift your mindset. Being appreciative of everything that's going well and everything that's going right, which also always outweighs what's going wrong. You can always find double, triple, quadruple the amount of things that are going well in your world as compared to what's going wrong. But our minds are programmed to notice what's going wrong because our minds are programmed to fix problems. So our minds are constantly scanning for problem areas so that we can get busy and solve them. If something's going right, it's not a problem. So we're not trained to notice it. Are you guys there? What are you proud of? Whoops. Uh-oh. I can't get rid of this thing here. I think I just blocked someone. I'm always suspicious of those the egghead avatars with no followers. Anyway, let's talk about the gratitude oil with whoever is here now. Gratitude from Young Living. I'm reading to you from this book, Reference Guide for Essential Oils. I'm thinking that my notifications did not go out. But let's chat. This blend was specifically formulated to elevate, soothe, and appease the mind while bringing relief and relaxation to the body. While the body is relaxing, the heart and mind can be opened to receive the gifts. Proud of personal growth journey, as you should be, because it takes guts It takes a lot of guts. I tell people all the time who are in used to be when I was a therapist and now with coaching and Desire Map workshop people. Hey, Linda. I tell people all the time, we're programmed to retreat from pain. So if you're doing a personal growth journey and you're going, Linda's heard this, and you're going toward pain, give yourself a big pat on the back and some big congratulations, because that's not easy. It's hard to go into pain and achieve personal growth. Yes. Yay! A bonus Friday. I've been on the computer too long today doing website stuff, so I was like, I need to take a break. I want to talk about something positive. So Linda has several brags. So we're bragging about stuff. Linda, this is our Brag It Up Friday moment. And I'm reading to you about the Gratitude Blend oil. Here's what's in it. Balsam fir, frankincense, which we know is awesome, rosewood, myrrh, galbanum, don't know how to say it, Galbanum. We need to brag more. We really do. And lang or ylang. I hear it pronounced two different ways. So let's read about those. I like what it says about this one. While the body is relaxing, heart and mind can be open to receive the gifts that are given each day. So that it's designed to bring relaxation and relief to the body. So as the body relaxes, it frees up our mind and heart. Balsam fir creates a feeling of grounding, anchoring, and empowerment. Stimulates the mind while allowing the body to relax. That's cool. Topically, it helps relieve overworked and tired muscles. Frankincense, amazing, awesome, holy, beautiful oil. One of the ingredients for holy incense, frankincense, was used to enhance one's communication with the Creator. Love Ula Balance. I love all the Ula oils, actually. Those are some power-packed mover and shaker oil blends right there. Frankincense was considered a prized possession and was given to Christ at his birth. May help promote a positive attitude. I'm going to adapt that and say does help promote a positive attitude, and it helps during your meditations. To me, it helps me, I feel like, connect faster to a peaceful state. Rosewood is soothing to the skin, appeasing to the mind, relaxing to the body, creates a feeling of peace and gentleness. Myrrh is part of the formula that's mentioned in the Bible, Exodus 30, verses 22 through 27. It was given to Moses. Promotes spiritual awareness and is a true gift. When we open our hearts and minds to receive the gifts, they will be given. We have to be open to them. If our heads are down and we're sunk in depression or attacking out, focused on hate and anger all the time, it's one thing if you're letting that process out of you. It's quite another thing to be living your daily life that way. That's not going to open your opportunities. It's not going to open your eyes to the gifts that are all around you. Galbanum, combined with frankincense, was used biblically to make a holy incense that would enhance one's communication with the Creator. Again, connecting to Source. Linda, what else do you have to brag about? It is recognized for its antiviral properties and strengthening and supporting properties. And Kim, what's something specific you can brag about? You're doing a personal development journey, but what's been hard that's already getting better for you? Get specific about it. Hey, Michelle, we're bragging. Want to brag? Want to brag with us? If you guys can't see that, I'm just going to ignore it. It's notifications. You're using your pendulum, and it's the bomb! And you made it, right? You brag about making that pendulum? I've been on the computer all day. Oh, your attitude is improving. Okay. That's definitely something to brag about, because those can be hard habits to overcome. You're communicating with spirit. Right on. You can start doing card readings. You can start offering card readings for sale, which doesn't cost you anything. There's no startup expense. Way better than it was a month ago. It changes so quickly, right? When we just put our effort there. Okay. And then the flower one. Lang Lang or Ylang Lang. I don't really know how to say it. It's Ylang. I hear it pronounced, and it's written twice. I hear it pronounced both the ways. May help balance male-female energies, so that's a good one. So you can move closer toward being in spiritual attunement and able to focus your thoughts, filtering out the ever-present garbage. That's funny that they wrote it that way. Brings back feelings of self-love, confidence, joy, and peace. This blend may be effective for dealing with problems related to nervous and immune systems, muscles and bones, and emotional balance. And again, it says the blend soothes and appeases the mind, relaxing, elevating, promoting a sense of gratitude for blessings received. Companion oils are acceptance, belief, working on law of attraction, and you're not as quick to anger. Bing! That's a good one. Boom! Whatever. Pow! Awesome. Anger hurts your body so much. It really hurts your body so much, and it doesn't generally change anything. And on anger, there's a difference between anger that doesn't help you at all and righteous anger of justice, where you need to be angry because someone has violated your boundaries one too many times, or you need to be angry to draw a boundary, and you may need the energy of anger to get there. Anger sometimes on other people's behalf, depending on how it's used, can be righteous anger. There's that clean, immediate, situation appropriate anger. Your joints don't ache as much because your thinking is not inflamed, right? Your thinking is not on fire. Sacred anger. Yep. Sacred anger, righteous anger. Anger that's appropriate. Anger is appropriate when it's used in the right situation. It becomes inappropriate when it's just tearing us up and it's not solution focused. Sacred anger is solution focused. You're mad and you've got anger fueling. Yeah, blaming anger is different. The blaming kind of anger just hurts. Your stomach hurts, yeah. Yeah, depending on, excuse me. Whoa, I'm trying to stay awake. I get really sleepy in the afternoons. This oil also goes well with forgiveness. Fits of anger, yeah. Yeah. Oh, tempting. Coffee is very tempting, but then I'll be up for too long, and I have to go down to Loganville tomorrow, so it's another 4 a.m. alarm clock day for me tomorrow. So practicing gratitude is, there are some studies that say the more specific you can be when you're practicing gratitude, the better off you are. Because when you start to get detailed and specific, you start to become aware of a lot more of your blessings. You become aware of a lot more of what's going right in your world. So rather than saying I'm grateful for my house. So sometimes people just go too big. I'm grateful to have a house. That's great. We're all grateful that we have homes if we have them. But you can take that so much deeper by being grateful for the location, by being grateful for something specific about it. Like I'm grateful for this porch where the cats can run around and I can scope and, I love this porch. It faces out there is a stream that runs the whole distance of this whole area. For new people joining, it's your opportunity to brag about something that you have accomplished or something that you are super proud of, and it can't be about your kids. If you're a parent, it can't be about your kids. This is not the new one. Hi, Jen. What do you want to brag about? We're doing a brag it up. The other side of the house, Michelle, has the new deck, and I just need to get my husband to bring the chairs up, and then I'll scope from there sometimes because it's a different view on the other side. But if I scope from here, then you guys get the cat TV show in the background sometimes, I guess. No cats on the front deck. It's cat-free zone. There are some times where I would just like to sit and work on my laptop without having to constantly be elbowing cats out of the way to stay off the laptop. You schedule time for you with a friend Tuesday night away from the kids. Yes, very brag-worthy. Because as a mom, it's hard to do that sometimes. As moms, we feel bad or guilty if we schedule time away from the little munchkin / monsters. So yay if you're a mom, if you are scheduling regular time. And it doesn't even have to be expensive time. If you're on a budget, sometimes scheduling an hour in the bathroom alone is enough. Sometimes being able to take a walk, practicing gratitude, and using Indoflex on your thyroid, along with other oils like Surrender and Transformation. Yeah. Yes. I've used Surrender. I have that. I use Surrender for letting go of my expectations. Trying to let Spirit and Source and just life itself take me on a journey instead of having expectations about everything. That's a good oil to use. I have not used Transformation, and I have Indoflex for my husband, but he won't use it. He has low thyroid, and he doesn't believe the oils work. So, but my sister uses it, and it does work for her. Anybody else on here got something they want to brag about? Taking time for yourself is great. Our culture sure doesn't support it. We say we support it, but then we don't. You went to the spirit shop today and treated yourself to new goodies. That's the rock you put on. Michelle posted a picture of a stone on Facebook. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. Buying yourself little treats is fun. It doesn't break the bank, and it's just fun. You take yourself out, go to a store filled with beautiful things. You put it on him without telling him what it does. Tempting. I did put German chamomile on his feet for a long time because he was so angry, and it did change his anger. Probably for about 2 months. German chamomile on the bottoms of his feet. I could have mixed it with the German chamomile, come to think of it, because that stuff smells so strong. You needed it, plus you got a mini reading from Suzette, the Crystal Aura Reader. What did your mini reading say? Can you summarize it for us? Mini readings are fun. Aren't psychic readings fun? They're just fun. Even if it's just for validation of what you already know, it's just nice to hear somebody else say it. It's fun. It is fun. And that's something that we don't have to monetize everything, but you can. She offered, you said no, and then got one anyway. You must have needed it. He just assumes they're all for joint pain. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's so funny. I'm going to have to keep that in mind. Because you can mix any old thing together, say it's for joint pain, and then slip it in there. It's been, every now and there's been times where I've gotten readings, card readings or whatever, when I was like, totally off the mark. But it was still fun. And there's been other times where it really confirmed something I kind of thought was true, or I kind of had in the back of my mind and I really didn't want to admit it. And so that's fun. That's fun also. And like I was saying, you don't have to monetize everything that you do, but you can market those things. Set space for yourself, talk to the hubsters and keep it positive. Do not fear changing your role and identity. Ooh, no way. Moving from masculine to feminine. Oh my God. Could your messages from Spirit be any more clear? Here's how Michelle gets messages from Spirit. Just calls her up on the phone and says, hey, here's what you need to do. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? Just follow the instructions and you'll be fine. That's how clear it is. She practically gets text messages directly from God. Hey, Michelle, I think you need to move into a more receiving mode. She gets that information from I know, right? She gets that information from 17 different sources lately. Let go, transform, sit back and receive, take some steps on a couple of different situations, like songs, cards. She's in my, she goes, you want me to write it down? No. Duh, yes. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. So when your analytical brain takes over, you need a list of all the messages you've received and how on as a reminder list of why you don't overanalyze anymore. Oh, I'm thinking too much. Let me look at my list of why I don't do that anymore. And life is changing. I'm sure it's changing for all of us that are taking those steps. We don't have to take a lot of action for the universe to show us evidence that life is changing for the better. You don't really have to do that much. You actually really just have to let go. Open your hands, open your little paws, unhook your claws out of the situation. She also asked if you had connected to people who you can talk to online. Yes, ma'am, and then some. You started your own community. You've developed a community all by yourself of all kinds of people. And that's a funny question to ask, isn't it? What made her ask that question? But it's true. Yay. What else are you proud of? There can't be just one thing. There's got to be more things that you've done. Oh, what I was saying, Michelle, and to everybody, even if you are on a budget, you can go to stores where there are beautiful things. I think that Cost Plus World Market, my changes have reduced the overthinking. It sneaks in occasionally, yes. Yeah, that's okay. Just catch it. I don't know if it ever goes away. You just learn to catch it better. Cost Plus World Market, great store. Ooh, excuse me again. Great store for just beautiful things. Yeah, we overthink too much. Sometimes just going to a museum or out in nature or wherever that you can just see some beauty. Just to look at some things that are beautiful. Beautiful colors, beautiful textures. Catherine, quickly brag about something. Katie 1010 is my sister. What can you brag about? We're bragging about stuff. So my brag is that I finally got my Wolf Den Press site up and functional. It cost me a lot less. Oh, you didn't lose your temper today. Yay! And how did you do that exactly? Her mom. We have a family that shares kids. Oh, yes! And Catherine figured out how to use tiny URL all on her own. Pumpkin seeds, yay! Thanks for stopping by, Jen. Have fun on your time for yourself. You're with your friend. You deep breathed a lot. Catherine has been wading into the world of technology and figured out how to shorten her website. You know, her long, Love and Frank website is shorter now. It's tinyurl.com/Katie1010. That's her oil website now. Hey, Kim. Catherine, did you see that? Kim's collecting bath bomb supplies. Just because you're not used to them. Figuring out technology stuff is hard. So I got my website done. I love technology. Sometimes it baffles me, like this thing with my website. I've just never had two websites in the same place. Oh, I will then. Yeah. So I have 2 websites through Bluehost, and because I was adding a second one and I did it migrated it from somewhere else, I got all confused. Do you hear that, guys? Michelle's offering tech support services to anyone. Yeah. This particular thing I couldn't fix. It only cost me $100 to get it fixed. And then another $100 because I didn't want to do... When you start a website, you have to install a theme. Then you have to customize it. Then you have to do all this other garbage. Which I can do, but it's taking me forever. It takes me a long time, and I don't have a long time to spend these days. So for $210, I got some coaching, technology stuff. I got some training. I didn't particularly like the style of the trainer, but it's done, and I know how now to start my mom's website under mine. And I bought a new theme that I really like. I usually don't pay for themes, but this one is just so pretty. And then another $100, they're going to install it and set it up for me. That's the first time I've ever allowed myself to spend money on technology stuff. And I can't wait between 1 and 3 business days. Oh, and I ordered mugs. Yeah, and Mark Shaw was on again today. Installing the theme on the new website. I didn't want to do it. You know how when you go through, you pick a theme and you install it, you download it, and then you have to go and customize it, put in all your widgets, which I'll still have to do that, but they'll set up all the widgets and the places for me to do that. Heck yeah! I think it's going to be about $14. I tried really hard to find it cheaper than that, but my Redbubble site charges $15.50 plus shipping, but I think I can do it for $14 or $15, including shipping. Yeah, got it for 50% off on Vistaprint. So there's 20 mugs coming. They should be here probably next week. And then I'll let you guys know. We'll just do it through PayPal. I'll just mail them to you directly. Yeah, I think 14, I think I can do it. So, I don't know what future ones will cost, because that was a Vistaprint deal. You can pre-order, yeah, if you want to PayPal it. You guys, if you want to PayPal me $14, as soon as the cups get here, I'll get one in the mail to you. And my PayPal is singingwolf@gmail.com. Singing like singing a song, WOLFF@gmail.com. I just told every spammer in the universe my email address, but that's okay, because they find it anyway, right? Pfft. That'll include shipping. I don't think it's going to cost more than $4 or $5 to ship it. I'll make like $2 off the mugs, and that's fine. That's the time it takes to go to the post office. No big deal. I really just wanted to get them out there. So if you guys are looking for cups for yourself for Christmas gifts, like you can upload photographs of cups or whatever, designs, whatever, logos, information. Vistaprint had a good special on them the other day. If I do that stuff through Redbubble, it's like $16. Plus then you're going to pay $6 for shipping. Break extension is getting inexcusable. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you stopped in. Linda works from home. She's been taking lots of breaks. And still getting her job done. And still getting offered promotional opportunities. So, there's that. So, yeah. Take a look around life and see where you are not bragging about yourself enough. It is true that you have to be careful who you brag to, because you could get some negative feedback. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Okay, see ya. Thanks for the hearts. Catherine, we also talked about gratitude oil before you got on. The gratitude blend. Have you used this one? I like it. It talks about, oh wait, this is the one you just got, right? It's stinky. It's not too stinky today. Sometimes I think it smells horrible. But I think I'm going to make some bath bombs out of this, only we don't have a bathtub. We just have a shower which makes me sad. Yeah, so I think I'll make shower bombs. Or I'll make bath bombs and then just take them with me to Morgan's house. And yeah. Literally been cut off in a group when I've shared something I'm proud of. Yes. Foot soaks. Yes. Michelle, we get negative reinforcement when we brag about ourselves, right? But men don't. By someone who interrupts. Yeah. It's not cut and dried, but men are trained more to brag about their accomplishments, and women are really, hey mom, we're bragging about stuff. What do you want to brag about? Women will cut each other off at the knees a lot and tell you, like, who do you think you are bragging about that? Or, yeah, it's unladylike. Like I'm talking, then they just ignore me and start talking. Wah! That would be a time for righteous anger. To say, hey, you know what? I'm talking. I was talking, and I'm not done talking yet. So you need to shut up and let me finish. You might want to rephrase that. Don't quote me. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay. You need to call people out when that happens. Pardon me. I was still talking. So, excuse me. I was still saying something. Oh, that's so rude. But that's going to change, right? Because you're not taking a back seat to other people anymore. You're getting to where you're not afraid to outshine others. Yeah, she's insecure. And that is sad. Yeah, no more back seat, Michelle. Damn it. Right. That's not okay. It happens in Facebook groups. It happens in classrooms. Thank you for coming by, Kim. Congratulations on changing your attitude. It happens all over the place. It happens among our friends, among our family. It makes us feel squirmy inside to brag about stuff. Mom, are you still there? She must have got knocked off. Yeah. So, let's every now and then remind each other to brag. Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. I needed a break from the computer. I've been on there for too many hours, setting up stuff and doing stuff. And I like the computer, and I can get lost there when I'm doing work things. And I like tech things for the most part. And so I've done a lot of that today, and I just needed a break. And I was like, you know what? We aren't bragging about ourselves enough. Let me hop on Periscope and let's chat to a couple people and see. So that's good. Not losing your temper is good. Taking yourself out for a treat day is good. Getting many readings is good. Changing your attitude. Working on your anger is good. Linda's got opportunities. When you open yourself up for opportunities, I see this happen over and over and over again. Whether you start working desire map principles, which I actually didn't talk about, but that's part of the desire map, is learning to brag on yourself a little more so that you can increase your opportunities for doing that. So you can increase your awareness of all the cool things you're doing in your life, all the awesome effort you're putting out that's creating tangible results. And I see it again and again and again with, yes, you're already doing it. You can't look forward to something that's already happening. You can look forward to more of it, though. How about that? Because you're totally already doing it. It just takes a little bit of effort. A little bit of effort, and the universe comes rushing in. Open the door just a little for the goodness, and let it rush in. And then get comfortable with that level of goodness and happiness. And then crack the door open a little more and get a little more comfortable. And little by little, pretty soon you'll have that door flung wide open, and your life's going to be absolutely unrecognizable from what it is today. Oops, where's the trolls? I'm just flashing my bra there. Where's the trolls? I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that even in joking, because then one will show up and they're so gross. Any last thoughts, comments, questions? It's a little colder out here than I thought. It's all bright and sunny, but it's actually kind of chilly. I'm glad you came by. I'm glad you take the opportunity to brag a little something about yourself today. Give yourself more opportunities to do that. Scope your own brag parties. Maybe once a week we could take turns and scope a brag fest. Brag fest. It's too hard to say. I was going to say brag fest Friday, but it's too hard to say. You're welcome, and congratulations for not losing your temper today, because I'm telling you, that woman could make Mother Teresa snap. That woman could step on Mother Teresa's last nerve. I love her, but good Lord. Brag buffet! Yes! Brag buffet! That's awesome! You guys think about that. Once a week, somebody could host a brag buffet, and we could think all week about all the cool things we're doing, and we could tell each other and not have to worry about being cut off or chopped up or made to feel ashamed or shamed at all about things that we're proud of. Damn it, we do some good stuff. We're all doing hard work, and we're doing good stuff, and we need to be able to say that and celebrate each other's accomplishments. Figuring out how to use tinyURL completely on your own sounds like a little thing, but that's a big deal, Catherine. It is hard work. It is. And we need to cheer each other on because it can get tiring. But we're doing it anyway. So, yay. Yay us. So I'm going to go. Stop it. Take all the credit. Take all the credit. You asked. I don't like Bitly because people say Bitly, and if you don't know, you don't know to put the dot in between bit.ly. Yeah. I like tinyURL better. People forget to spell out Bitly. Stop it. Just stop it. Okay, I'm getting cold. Thanks for coming. Thanks for bragging. Love the idea of a brag buffet. I think everybody on here or everybody watching the replay should give some thought to that. A weekly brag buffet. Sounds fabulous. And enjoy playing with your new toys. I feel refreshed. I probably won't work anymore, but I do feel a lot more refreshed. I was actually pretty tired. Okay, thanks for coming. Love you guys. Thanks for the hearts. See ya in the morning.